Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing really well, and a special one welcome if you're new here. I know that at our age we tend to have a better idea of what suits us and definitely what we like wearing, what fits with the way we like to look and our lifestyles. But you know, sometimes it's good to stand back a little bit and maybe just have a little review of what we're wearing and refresh of our style. Because maybe we're doing things following outdated style rules or wearing things that we're not even aware of that might be stopping us looking our best and therefore feeling our best, and those are the things that we need to ditch right now. So here in this video is my collection of 7 outdated style rules that I think we all need to ditch to look and feel our best. Now, of course, I'm not the fashion police. Please don't get offended with what I say, and this is just my own personal opinion. But let's get into it to see if you're still following any of these 7 outdated style rules. Now, one of the key misbeliefs, if you like, is my first style rule and style idea that I think we need to ditch. Style rule 1, you need to spend a lot of money on clothes to look good. Ditch it. It's perfectly possible these days to find good quality pieces that are not high priced and will look good and wear well. Now, my secret to finding items that look good but don't cost the earth is to focus more on the fabric of the item and the cut than on the brand name. Now, often nowadays you are at least partly paying for a name, a brand, and while the clothes they sell are no doubt wonderful and beautiful, and really they are, of course, and I'm definitely not against top brands by any means, but sometimes that extra cost is partly to do with the name of the brand on your clothes. So if you're on a budget, and let's face it, most of us are, it's well worth finding brands that are quality but don't have that extra price tag. So 2 things to look for, in my opinion. Firstly, look for quality pieces in natural fabrics, which means they'll last better, they'll keep their shape, stand the test of time, and they'll launder better too, which is a thing that's often forgotten. And the second thing to look for is a classic cut and shape which has been well made. Items cut in classic lines, which again will last. Now, some of my favourite brands that produce great quality include Boden, which is what this top is, which makes wonderful clothes, and whilst they're not dead cheap, they're more within budget than many brands. I also think that brands such as Anthropology and Other Stories, Everlane, Abercrombie, COS, Mango, Jigsaw, Massimo Dutti, and loads of others, if you pick and choose, offer great quality and classic cuts and shapes. You can even find brilliant pieces if you select them carefully in places like H&M, Macy's, Walmart and Target. So please do ditch the idea that you have to spend a fortune to look good. So on to my second style rule to ditch, which is, the style rule is, you can't wear jeans over a certain age. Ditch it. Total rubbish. As jeans come in so many shapes and sizes and styles, there's always options out there for everyone. To be honest, how you feel in them is what matters, not your age. There are lots of really flattering shapes, such as boot cut, and those jeans which start fitted, you know, and then flare out at the bottom. Probably the most flattering style there is for anyone, regardless of age. Now, I know that our body shapes change as we get older, but that doesn't mean to say that we can't wear jeans. A good pair of straight-leg jeans is a true wardrobe staple for everybody. And if you're really worried about how to style them, just team them with a slightly longer length blouse and either leave it loose or half tuck it. So, on to my third style rule to ditch. The third style rule is your handbag should match your shoes. Ditch it. In fact, not just your handbag and shoes, but all your accessories. I know that in the past it was in vogue really to match accessories, especially shoes and bags. Our dear late Queen really nailed this. But things have moved on and style is a lot more flexible now. In fact, many of these style rules came about due to the etiquette rules of last century and even earlier, when rules for the way you dressed were much more strict than they are today. So it's refreshing now, isn't it, to wear different accessories rather than the restriction of wearing everything matching. Now, one of the only times when matching bags and shoes can be really chic is if you're going to a very formal black tie event. Then a matching clutch bag and shoes looks really classy. But otherwise, why not just select your favourite standout bag, which you can have real fun choosing and feel really good carrying, and just coordinate your shoes with your outfit. Your shoes needn't be the same colour as your outfit, dress or skirt. They could be a nude colour to elongate the look of the length of your legs, or they could be the same colour as your top to create a colour sandwich. It's entirely up to you. Serious freedom, ladies. So on to my 5th style rule, which in my opinion you need to ditch and bin. And this is a big one. Style rule 4 says you have to cover up your body if you don't look like a supermodel. Ditch it and bin it all at the same time. I mean, who does look like a supermodel, except perhaps sometimes supermodels? I see it so often in ladies of our age, and it just doesn't need to happen. Clearly, we want to look good, we want to look our best, especially for special occasions and with family and friends, and we don't want to highlight what we personally see as imperfections. But like as not, people don't even notice these areas of our figure that we may be a little less confident about, and even if they do, does it really matter? Please don't let confidence stop you from wearing what you want and what makes you happy. If you have, for example, a favourite gorgeous dress, let's say, in a perfect colour for your hair and eyes that makes you look radiant, but it's a little unforgiving around the stomach area, please don't let that stop you wearing it if it makes you happy and you feel comfortable in it. Let's face it, almost nobody, and even supermodels when they've eaten something, has a totally flat stomach. Now, I'll let you into a secret. I've just ordered online a stunningly beautiful dress for a very special event that I'm attending soon. And you know, when I bought it, I thought, I think this might show my stomach off, maybe a little bit more than I wanted to, but it's a to die for dress in a strikingly beautiful colour. And if it looks good, I'm just going to forget about my stomach, especially as I'm going to be eating. I'm not 18 or a supermodel, so I'll show you when the time comes. Anyway, the next time you look in your mirror in a dress that you love and think, oh my goodness, I can see my stomach in this. Firstly, I'm really pleased you can, because you'd look really odd without a stomach. And secondly, if the dress makes you happy to wear and you love the colour and the cut, just go for it, ladies. Okay, on to my number 5. Oh, and just before I do that, if you're enjoying this video, and I really hope you are, ladies, please do give it a thumbs up under the video. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love to have you join our community. I share styling tips and inspiration on what works and what doesn't work every week in short videos and in long ones. I'd love you to comment too, as we have a fabulous community on this channel and we all love reading the comments. Thank you so much. Okay, back to my 5th style rule to ditch. The style rule is don't mix dark colours like black and navy and black and brown. Ditch it. Now, some of the chicest combinations that I've ever seen together are black and navy pieces, and black and brown too. Quite simply, just ignore this style rule. I've noticed that French style often incorporates black and navy in particular, especially in the winter. For example, a black turtleneck and a dark wash pair of blue jeans, there I've mentioned jeans again, with a stylish leather belt is almost de rigueur in Paris, so almost required to look chic. Enough said. So, style rule number 6 to ditch. Style rule number 6 says, if you're short, don't wear a long dress or skirt. Ditch it. Okay, so this actually does depend on how short you are, but more importantly on how you style the dress or the skirt, and what footwear you choose to wear. Those two things are really important. Again, the most important thing is to wear what you want and what you like. So styled correctly, long dresses can be incredibly slimming and make you look taller, even if you're under, let's say, 5'4", and that is a really good thing. Now, I understand that you might feel height challenged. I'm 5'4" myself, so I really get that. But long dresses can work brilliantly for us shorter ladies, as long as they're not voluminous. That's the really important thing. So select a long dress or skirt which is flattering for your body shape, maybe slimline, pencil skirt, slightly A-line shape. The main thing to avoid if you're on the shorter side is masses of fabric and ruffles and volume swirling around your legs. And wear a little heel. Now, it doesn't have to be sky high, but a little heel can make all the difference with a longer dress and really elevate you, literally, as well as making you feel much more elegant. So style rule number 7 says you have to think of your age when getting dressed. Ditch this one, definitely. When you're choosing what to wear and getting dressed, the thing you shouldn't really be thinking about is your age. I always advocate to wear what you love, what you feel comfortable in, and what makes you feel good. So you might think about the occasion you're dressing for, obviously, and other factors like whether the cut and the colour suits you, but not your age. You could try standing in front of the mirror and thinking, well, do I feel good in this? And do I feel right in it? And if you do, and it makes you happy, go ahead and wear it. Now, a quick additional point is that colours aren't young or old necessarily either. It's all to do with style. So if you want to wear Barbie pink or sunshine yellow or maybe watermelon pink like this, go ahead. If you style them right and they suit you, why not? They can be incredibly cheering. So I'd really love to hear your comments on what you think. Are there any rules that you feel strongly about and you think that I might have missed and that you think should be ditched? Or maybe you disagree with some of my ideas. I'm sure you do. I can feel a lot of comments coming. So I hope you have an amazing day, ladies, and an amazing week. I really look forward to seeing you in a few days for short and long videos. I really hope you've enjoyed this one, so watch out for all of those. Lots of love. Bye.